After the last race, had quite a busy week, a couple of weeks when I was back here in the UK, the team, and lots of events that I went to, award ceremonies, all those kind of things. And then I went over into the mountains, and I was skiing with some friends for a week and a half, and then Christmas, and then training started, which was not enjoyable. It's much better before that when you're skiing, but yeah, training every day and looking after the dogs, taking dogs for walks, and did some good reading, and otherwise that was about it. I'm looking forward to Melbourne. Ultimately, that's what I like doing most, so I want to be at the race. The stuff that's all around it, in between it, is not the most enjoyable part of it. It's, you know, the stuff that you have to do, but the point when you get to the race and the build-up and the working with the engineers and getting in the car, that's the stuff I look forward to. I think the pressure really is the same as it is every year. We want to win, and don't feel there's any more expectation than there is ever in any other season. It's as high as it can ever be in every season. So of course, when you are the #1 team, you become more of a target, but we're approaching it the same as we did last year. You know, we want to win. We're not arriving thinking we're world champions and that we're trying to defend it. We're like, we want to win it. Formula One never sleeps, really. You know, the guys have been focused on building this new car or designing this new car since halfway through the season last year, and they've been flat out. And the guys that finished working on last season, as soon as the season finished, they moved over to working on the new car. So it never stops. What's exciting is the new car, to get in and see what are the strengths and weaknesses of it. How can you translate that feeling that you have to the guys? So I'm massively excited about that part. We've got the 2 factories. I was at HPP where they built the engine yesterday, and with that, really sit down with the Andy Cowell and ask him what's going on, what are your limitations, what you guys working on, what your struggles, what your worries, what your strengths, where we're going, where we're starting with, and then I'll go around and visit different departments. I was back at the factory at Brackley and sitting with my engineers, getting back in touch with my engineers, really trying to get them motivated and let them know, hey, I'm here, I'm ready to go again. Yeah, I have to constantly pinch myself and say, I can't believe we won the World Championship last year. You know, it's quite surreal. But I think you can never let yourself get too excited or carried away with it, because then you believe your own hype. So I don't. I want to win again. I'm just as hungry as I was when I started. Don't know how Renault's going to do with their engine, so therefore you don't know how Red Bull's going to stand, but they always have a good car. You've got Williams, who were very strong last year. They've got our engine as well, so you have to anticipate they're going to be very quick. Ferrari's a real unknown. Not really done a huge amount in the last couple of years, and then or last year at least. And so it can't get any worse, and it can only get better, I would assume. And so they will be pushing and working hard to get closer. And the same really for McLaren, maybe even more so for McLaren. You know, they're going to be working hard to get close. So it's going to be interesting to see how the testing goes. But we just generally focus on ourselves, and we want to be, you know, if we get distracted by focusing on other people, then you can kind of get lost. So we just focus on doing what we do to the best of our ability, and even better. I think it's cool that we have the champions are in different teams, and also top teams, so they can potentially be fighting. You obviously have some great young drivers that haven't won championships yet, but have the ability to do so. But yeah, you need, like every team needs almost needs that driver to really lead them, you know, to take whatever the way they drive the car, which really kind of takes the car to the limit and beyond, and that's the only way you can really develop a car, is by finding where the limits are, so you can work on making sure that they're not limits and keep moving keep moving the bar higher or raising the bar.